Healthy has always been a big part of my lifestyle, especially as a mom. Even when you're pregnant, you're extra cautious about what you're eating. But that doesn't mean that you can't indulge. And one of my favorite times to indulge is brunch. Weekend brunch. Sundays, Saturdays, lazy morning in bed, then you wake up and you have a late breakfast, sort of heavy enough to be lunch. Okay, so we're going to be making 3 things, and my first recipe is called a croque mammal. So it's a play on the croque madame, which is a French grilled cheese sandwich with a fried egg on top. It's usually made with ham, which is kind of a lot of nitrates for a pregnant woman. But I replaced it with smoked salmon and I added some extra goodies to make it extra special. So we're gonna start with that. So we're gonna have whole wheat bread, we have some Gouda cheese, we have some smoked salmon of course, then we'll have our fried egg, cream cheese, and my secret ingredient, which is mustard and some butter. I'm just gonna slather on some cream cheese in one, and then add a swipe of mustard, and the mustard adds just a little extra kick. And then you take your smoked salmon, you layer it on top of the cream cheese. And then now I'm going to put a lot of butter. And this is the secret to making it really yummy. So don't be afraid, Time magazine put butter on the cover and said, eat this. And actually the enemy is sugar and not fat. It's very good for you if you have, a little good amount of fat in your diet, as long as you don't overindulge. And since it is weekend brunch, we need to indulge a little bit. So already a salmon, okay, get the best quality that you can get. Salmon has a lot of omega-3s, has a lot of great stuff. We know all the good fats in fish. We are going to layer the Gouda on top. You can use Gouda, you can use Emmental. You could use mozzarella, but then there's not so much taste. You want a cheese that has a little bit of taste. We are gonna put it on a pan and pop it in the toaster oven until everything gets nice and melty and the cheese gets a little bit brown. And right before serving, we'll be frying up a nice egg and then adding our little garnishes of dill and red onion. Okay, the next recipe is what I like to call the Green Mountain. Okay, it's one of my favorites. It's kind of cheating because, it's using bacon and bacon's just really yummy. And you know what? It's the weekend. We want to have a little bit of bacon in our life. If you don't want to eat bacon, you can replace it with some smoked salmon. Or even if you're vegetarian, but eating eggs, you could use portobello mushrooms grilled a little bit, sauteed. And it's a really delicious way to kind of have your cake and eat it too. So you can have your bacon, you can have your eggs, but you have something really healthy with it. So what I did is I had some French beans. I just blanched them in boiling water with a little bit of salt, and that's it. And next we're just gonna fry up some bacon and we're gonna fry up an egg and we're gonna put it all together. Now the secret is the sauce, but I'm gonna show you my really, really quick French dressing. So we just get a little bit of Dijon mustard. Okay, then we have some white wine vinegar and then some olive oil. Then just get some black pepper and a little bit of salt. Again, go easy on the salt because the bacon is already salty. Then we have some red onion. We're just gonna slice the onion into thin strips. We'll toss the onion and the beans all together with the dressing, and then top it with the bacon and the fried egg. They have more character than the white onions. If you're not a fan of raw onions, you can just quickly saute them and then throw them together. I love the color of the green with the purple, and then later you'll see with a bright yellow egg, it's really beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna throw in our dressing in there. Give it a quick toss, just so that they're all a little coated in the sauce. Of course, how can we have brunch without a sweet ending? For all of those out there who have a sweet tooth, this is the perfect recipe for you. It is actually quite nutritious because you have the protein from the egg and the calcium from the milk, and a little bit indulgent with honey and bananas. So a lot of potassium from the bananas, a little bit of almonds. It's really nice. So this is a French toast. It's a classic French toast. I'm using sourdough bread, which is a little bit more nutritious, of course, than just your regular old white bread. So these are small eggs, and they're small because they're organic eggs. Okay, I like to use organic eggs because I eat eggs quite often. I eat them almost every day or every other day, and it's, you know what, a very small price to pay for your health. You don't want to have any antibiotics in there, you don't want to have any hormones, and it's not just about cage-free eggs, but really organic eggs, meaning the chickens are happy and they're healthy, and so will you. So we're gonna use 2 eggs since they are quite small. Then we have some milk. You just whisk it together. Make sure you crack the yolk, make sure you whisk everything. We're gonna stick our bread in there and just let it soak for a little bit. We want it to absorb the milk and the eggs so it gets a little nice and squishy. Then when we fry it up later in butter, it's gonna be really nice. And then while we're doing that, that's gonna rest for a little bit. Just so that you know, later we're gonna fry it in some butter. We're gonna top it with some sliced bananas and toasted almonds and then wild honey. Because it is breakfast and lunch, you can choose to have all 3 dishes at once and not just have to make a choice of just one of them. So it's always nice to share with someone so you can eat a little bit of everything. Go, and the best part is, of course, to dig in. Have this with some fruit, fresh fruit juice, a pot of coffee, and you're set for the weekend.
The reality is modern-day women have so many roles to fulfill at the same time. You can be a wife and a career woman and even a mom, so good thing there are modern appliances that allow us to juggle all these challenges.